Where Americans are secretly moving. Right now. 3 hidden U.S. towns that feel like a vacation and cost. 1. 2. Ever feel like you're paying way too much to live in the city, while your dream of affordable, peaceful living keeps slipping away? What if I told you there are 3 U.S. towns right now where things feel like a year-round vacation, and you're paying about half of what most people do in big cities? Stick around. And by the way, hit subscribe now. We drop weekly relocation intelligence you won't find anywhere else. Okay, let's dive in. So here's the deal. In 2025, moving patterns in the U.S. are shifting. More people aren't just going big city, suburb. They're saying, wait, maybe I'll skip the high-cost metro chaos, pick a town that has charm, affordability, and still the essentials. According to recent data, 2/3 of all long-distance U.S. moves landed in Sunbelt or southern states. Pods.com. Meanwhile, cost of living in many cities is still climbing. The average household now spends about $61,000 per year, and housing takes 35% of that. So yes, the opportunity is real. But hidden is the key word here. We're talking towns you probably haven't heard a lot about. Let's go. Town number 1, Tupelo, Mississippi. Imagine this. You're driving down a quiet street, tree-lined, kids on bikes, and you realize your monthly housing cost is closer to what you'd pay for just parking in a big city. That's what places like Tupelo, Mississippi are offering. It was ranked among the 10 cheapest small towns in the U.S. in 2025, with housing costs about 20% below the national average. Kiplinger. So yes, the vacation feeling part? Check. Plenty of green space, low traffic, slower pace. Cost half? Maybe more than half compared to major metros. Here's a quick story. A friend of mine, we'll call her Sarah, moved from Atlanta to Tupelo. She said her rent went from $1,100 month in suburbia to $950 in her new town. She traded commuting for walking to work and spending weekends kayaking instead of stuck in traffic. Key takeaway: if you're remote or semi-remote or flexible, this could be a serious option. But real talk, smaller economy, fewer big city amenities. So check job market, school quality, access to major airports if you travel a lot. Before we move on, if you're getting value here, hit subscribe. I drop videos every week about hidden U.S. towns, relocation intel, things the big channels don't cover. Let's jump into town number 2. Town number 2, Fort Wayne, Indiana. Okay, picture this. A town close enough to a mid-sized metro for amenities, but far enough away so you're not living in its high-cost bubble. Say hello to Fort Wayne, Indiana. In one study, it ranked among the most affordable U.S. cities to move to in 2025-26, with housing, groceries, and utilities all lower than national average. Here's a quick anecdote. Let's call him Mike. Mike used to live in Chicago suburb, commuting every day. He found a home in Fort Wayne for $225,000 versus $450,000 pluses near Chicago. He went from 75-minute commute to 15 minutes. Weekends now, farmers markets, local breweries, nature trails. Vacation feel, check. Cost savings, big check. What to watch? Job market might be more modest, public transit less robust. If you're used to big city nightlife, you'll have to ask, are you okay trading some of that? But for a lot of folks, particularly families, remote workers, early retirees, this kind of place is gold. What's making these towns move targets in 2025? First, cost of living. Housing and general expenses are lower. Example, cost of living index by state shows big variations. Second, migration patterns. Many people are leaving high-cost states, like California, New York, and heading toward cost-friendly places. Third, remote work plus flexibility. When you don't have to be in a big city every day, you can pick comfort, not just jobs. Fourth, quality of life. Slower pace, fewer crowds, more nature, easier house ownership. That's what we're seeing in our 3 towns today. Town number 3, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Last but definitely not least, What about a town with a bit more cold weather for the polar fans among us, but still big savings and good life quality? Enter Green Bay, Wisconsin. It made an affordable places list in 2025-26 with home values around $350K and rents $1,450 per month. Imagine living close to the lake, local culture, small city conveniences, and not being buried in debt or cost. One family I talked to moved from Minneapolis. They said they saved $600 per month on housing alone and found themselves spending that on hobbies, local travel, food, things they'd been postponing. Vacation feel, yep. Water, green space, local charm. Cost half? In many cases, yes, compared to major coastal metros. Trade-off, winters are real. If you hate snow, you'll want to check your tolerance. And job market might skew differently depending on your field, so due diligence. Now, you might be asking, okay, but how do I pick the one for me? And what hidden costs do I need to watch out for? I'll answer both in just a moment, after a quick pause for your coffee. But first, let me give you a quick bonus. 3 red flags to watch when hunting hidden towns. Number 1. Job market mismatch. If you move somewhere affordable but your industry isn't there, real cost might show up in lost income. Number 2. Future growth versus stagnation. Some affordable towns stay affordable because no one wants to move there. Make sure there's some vitality. Number 3. Hidden cost of convenience. Maybe everything is cheap, but you'll drive 45 minutes for groceries or medical care. That eats into savings. If you can check those boxes, you'll be ahead of a lot of people. So here's your checklist. Define what vacation feeling means for you. Is it water, mountains, historic downtown? Figure out your true budget, what you pay now versus what you'd pay there. Use cost of living calculators. There's tools out there. Visit, if possible, for a weekend. Walk the streets, talk to locals, check jobs, transportation, healthcare, schooling if family involved. Think medium term, 5 to 10 years. Will this place still make sense if your job changes, kid grows up, etc.? If you do that, you'll move not just cheaply, but smartly. So let's wrap this up. The 3 towns we looked at today, Tupelo, Fort Wayne, Green Bay, aren't perfect for everyone, but they show a powerful shift. Americans are looking for vacation feel living at half the cost, and it's happening now. If you could redirect even a portion of what you spend on housing into experiences, freedom, or saving, why wouldn't you explore it? If this helped your relocation research, subscribe so you don't miss the next state breakdown. Drop a comment. Which town surprised you most? And what's your biggest worry about moving? I'll pull the best answers into a follow-up video. Until next time, keep chasing the life you deserve and make smart moves. I'm Dan Newell, and I'll catch you in the next one.